Okay, let's take another look at COCORO. What's currently going on with this right now, what I'm doing with it. So it's still kind of holding in this blue box, right, in between 10 and 14 million market cap. It did come and wick exactly down to 10 mil market cap down here. So maybe that's the bottom, maybe. I don't know that for sure, because it is technically still in a downtrend, right? But the downtrend is slowing down and we're starting to go a little bit more flat. It's not as steep now. The downtrend isn't as steep now, but it is technically still in a downtrend. So maybe it could go a bit lower, but 10 million market cap is a psychological level, right, where that could be. Could be the bottom, maybe. I don't know for sure, but maybe. But I'm not going to buy back in yet. I mean, obviously I still have a big bag of this, but I'm not going to buy in with my other half, because obviously I bought in up here, right? I went a little bit too heavy, to be honest. I kind of fucked up there by going in too heavy too fast, because I knew it was going to come down to this trend line. I actually mentioned that in the first video I made of COCORO. I said, like, it's probably going to come down to this trend line. But I still just went in super heavy, like at 20 million market cap. And I was just thinking, oh, it could just explode up straight to 100 million market cap, like, really fast. Because that could happen. Bitcoin was pretty much at all-time highs. And it could have just continued past all-time highs. This could have got exchange listings and it could have exploded, right? But then little did we know we would have that crash with Iran, Israel war, right? Wasn't expecting that, but shit happens. And so we obviously saw some crash for everything. This had a sell-off. Whales from back here are obviously selling as well. And we are getting some new buyers coming in. So we've got 6,307 buyers now. So some whales from back here are selling, but we've got new buyers stepping in. Okay, so that's good. The buyers are buying in up here are obviously going to be planning on selling later. You know, they're not going to be selling yet. So that's good. You want the paper hands to get out anyway, and you want more longer term holders to be coming in. But yeah, so I bought a little bit too heavy up here, thinking that, oh, if we have a big dip, I'll just buy more, you know, and I'll just hold through the dip and it'll be fine. Because I think this is going to do well, right? I do believe in this one. It's going to be like, it's going to do some good gains, right? I think it's going to succeed. But I just thought, oh, I'll just go in super heavy, and then if it dips, I'll just hold through it, and I'll buy more. I tried to do that, but turns out the pressure was more intense than I expected. So I can't do that. I had to sell half my bag, because it was just driving me crazy. I was on the verge of having a panic attack constantly when this was dropping, so I can't do that. I can't be having panic attacks all day long. So, but my plan is to basically, if we see some sort of reversal, we need some sort of confirmation, right? So if we see some sort of reversal with this, then I want to get back in, right? That's if I don't find some other opportunities that I want to get into. But that's basically my plan, is to focus on this one, because I think this one has 100x in the tank or more. Maybe even something crazy like 1,000x is maybe possible if we get a big altcoin season, right? But anywhere from a 10x to 1,000x is possible with this. I think it could definitely do like a 20, 30, 40, maybe 50x. Like, that would be sort of the range I'd be looking at. But it could do all the way up to 1,000x, right? To 10 billion market cap if we get a massive altcoin season. Technically possible. So that's why I'm going to be focusing on this one mainly. And yeah, we see some confirmation, like we see some sort of exchange listings, or, you know, if Bitcoin and Ethereum breaks out and stuff like that, then I'll be looking to buy back in. Obviously, I'll probably be buying a little bit higher, but at least we'll be in an uptrend then, right? And yeah, it's a little bit safer to buy in an uptrend rather than catching a falling knife. So I've got a big bag that I'm holding still, and with the other half of the bag, which I've just got cash on the sidelines, basically I'll be buying in when we start getting some momentum, right? But there is a good chance that I'll completely miss it, because these meme coins just explode straight up out of nowhere. I'll probably wake up one day and it'll be up like 10x, and that'll be it. I wouldn't be able to get in, obviously. So, but hey, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get back in with the rest of my bag. But I'm not buying it. I'm not buying back in with it just yet, just because I want to see what happens. It's funny, this is still a tiny chart. Like, if we look at what this will look like at higher market caps, this is going to look just like ridiculous. Like 100 million market cap is here. Okay, that's what it will look like, 100 million market cap. 500 million market cap's up here. That's how flat it's going to look down here, see? A billion is up here. It's crazy. And that's where Nero went to, right? Nero went to over a billion. So it's obviously possible that this could do that. And if we get a massive altcoin season and the memes go absolutely berserk, right? Even more berserk than they did in late 2024 or early this year, then let's say this goes up all the way to 10 billion market cap. That's all the way up here. You can barely even see it. It's just a tiny little line, you know. So that's the potential for this, right? Obviously, I'm not expecting it to do that. I definitely won't be holding it until there, you know, unless it just does it overnight, you know, and then I just wake up and it's already up there, then that'd be great. But I'm not going to be expecting it to do that. But, you know, I'll probably take some profits out around 100 million and then hold the rest until like a few 100 million, 400, 500 million or something, and then maybe hold a little bit until 1 billion or something along those lines, right? This is the kind of vision I have for this coin. And I think there's a good chance of that happening with this coin based on the narrative and everything, right? And that's why I sold all of my other altcoins and I'm just doing this now. And then obviously maybe I'll go in with leverage on some other coins. So I'm still going to be making videos about other coins like Casper, Virtuals, Sui. I'm still interested in these coins because I'm probably going to go long on them when they start breaking out. You know, if we get the bull run and the altcoin season comes along and they start breaking out, then I'm going to be wanting to go long on these, right? So I'm still going to be watching these coins. They're all on my watch list. But yeah, I don't want to be this guy, right? I don't want to be like 80 years old and then I'm just still saying, oh, there's going to be a huge altcoin season soon. You know, I don't want to be that guy. So you already know that the meme coins can do well because retail come into them. If you speak to anybody that you know in real life that doesn't know anything about crypto, they always talk about meme coins. Whenever you talk about crypto, if you try to talk about crypto to anybody outside of online, or just any average Joe person like that you know in real life, everybody always just talks about meme coins. No, they always either talk about the big cap coins like XRP or Solana or something like that, right? Or maybe Sui. It's usually XRP that they talk about, or they talk about meme coins, right? So this is what happens. Retail comes in to the market, you know, and they either buy the top coins that are at the top of the list, and they can just see as soon as they open Coinbase, they can see at the top of the list. They either buy those, right, or they see the meme coins that they pump so fast, right, and they buy those. And also meme coins are fun, so we know that meme coins can do well. So this is why I'm just doing it. This is why I've changed my strategy up, because I don't think that the altcoin season's going to be the case that everything just goes up, right? I think it's going to be very selective. So instead of having all of my money just spread across a bunch of different coins, and then some of them do well and then some of them don't, you know, I'm probably not going to make much money that way, so I don't really see the point in that anymore. Obviously some of them could do crazy well, right? But if you just catch one, if you've got your money spread across a bunch of them and then you catch one of them, like, you're not going to make that much money. So now I'm trying to be a little bit more of a sniper, right? So I'm focusing on this. This could do a shitload of multipliers, so I'm focusing on this. And basically, if I see anything breaking out and gaining momentum, then I'll hop in to that, you know. But yeah, I'm not interested in holding a diversified portfolio now. But that's just my strategy. If you want to just hold a diversified portfolio, that's still a good thing to do because it's easier to manage, right? You just have a diversified portfolio and then you just kind of hold. You know, it's easier. You don't need to watch the charts and shit so much. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that strategy, but I'm trying to make a lot of money, right? So the sniper strategy is better. If you want to make a lot of money, it's better to just hone in on the quality setups. And yeah, I'm thinking COCORO's a great setup. The chart still looks really good. Still just up and to the right, really. It did break the trend lines, you know, but not by much. And it doesn't really mean much because technical analysis doesn't mean a lot for these meme coins, right? These meme coins are so unpredictable. It's more to do with like exchange listings, hype in the market and stuff like that. The technical analysis kind of is good to look at a little bit because it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what's kind of happening in the short term, but it doesn't matter that much, doesn't make that much of a difference. But you know, we've got a lot of potential exchange listings ahead for COCORO. So the assessment did actually finish on MEXC. So MEXC had a countdown for the assessment zone. So I don't know what's going on now. This was yesterday that the assessment zone ended. So I don't know when they're going to announce what they're going to do. Because apparently after the assessment, they either delist it or they upgrade it into the innovation zone. Or they just extend the assessment. So I don't know what they're going to do now. I don't think they're going to delist it because it's just too good for them to delist. It's got a lot of volume on other exchanges and it's a good coin with a lot of potential, right? So I don't think they're going to delist it. They've got MEXC has so many crappy coins on there. There's just no way they're going to delist this and keep all of the other random crap that they got on there. Mixie lists everything. So yeah, either they're going to put this straight into the main zone for trading, or they're going to extend the assessment, in my opinion, right? I'll be surprised if they delist it. That would suck if they do that, but I don't think they're going to do that. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to see what they're gonna, when they're gonna announce something about this, because it's kind of bugging me now. HTX have been posting more COCORO pictures. So COCORO's here, right next to Nero, and down here another pretty blatant one. It's basically the main part of the image. There was also this one the other day they posted the other day, it was a blatant one as well. And I think they did have like a Spaces call with HTX the other day, so maybe that was what this one was about. But yeah, they still keep on posting COCORO pictures, so that's bullish. Like I was saying before in the last video, I think the HTX are probably going to list when the market turns bullish, right? Because they don't really want to list when the market is going down, right? They want to list when there's momentum, so that they can capitalise on the momentum, because the exchanges make their money from trading fees, and if there's not much trading going on in the market overall and then they list it, they're not going to make much trading fees. So if the market's going super hypey, then they start listing loads of meme coins. These exchanges start listing all sorts of different meme coins because they make loads of money off of the trading fees. So yeah, they're going to wait for the market to turn bullish, and obviously the market is going sideways. It's doing absolutely nothing right now. So why are they going to list coins when the market is doing literally nothing? They're not going to make any money off of trading fees. So a little bit of patience right now. Another thing that's bullish for COCORO is the spot Dogecoin ETF. Okay, so there might be a Dogecoin ETF. This is obviously bullish because if Dogecoin gets an ETF, Dogecoin's probably going to go up on another run. And this is obviously directly related to COCORO, because COCORO's related, is basically directly related to Dogecoin. So if Dogecoin goes up, that's going to be bullish for COCORO, because some of the money in Dogecoin, because the people that invest in Dogecoin are probably going to know what COCORO is, and some of that money can end up in COCORO, right? Another thing to keep an eye on is Ethereum, because COCORO is on Ethereum, and Ethereum on the 7-day chart is just going sideways, doing absolutely nothing. On the monthly chart, it's pretty much going sideways, doing absolutely nothing, going a little bit down actually, slightly. But it's basically doing nothing, it's going sideways, right? So we're in a super boring period in the market right now, even though Bitcoin's at an all-time high pretty much. So once Ethereum breaks out, and then Dogecoin breaks out, basically we're looking at these two. We're looking at Bitcoin, we're looking at to see when Bitcoin breaks out, and then we're looking to see the Bitcoin dominance go down a little bit, or hopefully a lot, and Ethereum breaking out and Dogecoin breaking out. So yeah, these are the main things we want to look at, Ethereum and Dogecoin, because these directly tie into COCORO, so I'm keeping an eye on those, and obviously the exchange listings. So yeah, I'm still super bullish on this, even though it's in a downtrend, which is obviously always annoying, but that's just part of the game. And yeah, I still think this is going to do some crazy multipliers, right? It definitely has potential for it, and this is my plan for the bull run. And this could do crazy multipliers, even if we only get a little bull run, right? But yeah, I didn't get in crypto just for a 10x, right? I'm trying to set myself up for life. And you miss 100% of shots you don't take, so I'm taking the shot. But anyway, that's it from me for today. Drop a like for good luck. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.